girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Oh, good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. Today is Wednesday, July 17th. I'm your host, Dani Gurry. Hope you guys are having an awesome morning so far. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please tell a friend. We'd love to have people watching and helping to expand the reach of the local businesses, nonprofits, events, and all the people that we highlight on Good Morning Frederick. You know, I get asked very often, almost daily, what about this show? Well, first of all, some people are shocked that it's only been around since April 1st, and I'm kind of shocked about that too. Today is show number 76, if you can believe it, and some of you, as well as Mama Cone, have been with me every single step of the way, every single day. And I so appreciate it. And I get it. Watching at 9 a.m. is difficult, so I know that there are many of you who watch after you get off of work, maybe at lunch, when you get a minute or two. And I so appreciate it. And, you know, we've got that podcast, so if you can't watch, but you want to listen to the show while you're driving, you can do that. I try to get the podcast uploaded by middle of the afternoon of the same day. It's a little difficult to get everything uploaded to YouTube and the podcast platform and all that good stuff. But you can always catch all of our other shows, our back shows as well, on the podcast and YouTube. So much easier to find it on YouTube. You can use the search. I'm trying to go ahead. I'll make one day to go back and put the chapter markers in all of the videos. I need an intern, actually. That's what I need, to go back and do all of that. But anyway, trying to make it easy for you to find the information you need. But on YouTube, you can actually use the search bar, not the top level search bar. There's a search function on the channel. So use the search function on the channel. If maybe you think, oh, I missed that interview at Green Meadows, or I missed the interview with the, February Star equestrian, adoption and all of that. So you can use the search on the actual channel to find the information you need. All right, we are coming up to the final days. Today's Wednesday. I have today, tomorrow, Friday, of course, Saturday and Sunday. And then early next week, I'm going to have to take all my shoes to Miss Julie Gaver and turn them in. I think I'm about 25 pairs shoes short of my 200 goal. I want to thank Joyce Smith, who donated. And if you can donate, I would be so grateful. Any little bit helps. And I think with our 567 subscribers on YouTube, and I appreciate the new subscribers joining, plus hundreds watching each day on Facebook, I know you can help me get there. So even $10, if you got $10 in your Cash App or Venmo or you got money in PayPal that you can send over. All of the links are on screen. I would be grateful. Or you can head to the shop at 401 North Market Street starting tomorrow through Sunday, open Thursdays to Sundays, to grab your Good Morning Frederick swag. Their shirts, hats, travel mugs, stickers, magnets, and the proceeds from the sales of merch goes towards supporting all the donations that I make throughout the year to Souls of Love, United Way, plus Boys and Girls Club, and all the other great things we do. So when you purchase Good Morning Frederick swag, you're literally giving back to the community. You get something, Frederick gets something, so buy the swag. All right? You can do that. On today's show, I head to the Urbana Fireman's Carnival to visit Rob from Intense Barbecue, who's cooking there each day. Boy, was it hot last night. But the Urbana Fireman's Carnival supports a great organization. And I talked with Jenny Bird Rogers from Civitan to learn about a family club that's forming that gives everyone in your household an opportunity to volunteer together. This includes the kids. I know many of you ask all the time, hey, I've got a 10-year-old. What can they do? I want my kids to learn to volunteer and give back to the community. Well, now there is an opportunity. You can be in on the ground floor. Also, Ariel Jordan talks about her specialty of speaking about trauma and helping organizations and individuals work through it, giving them tools, which is awesome. And I head to see Ashley from Tree Trekkers to chat about climbing for a cause. Chris Michaels and Bob Miller join me from WFMD's Morning News Express to give you your local news, weather, and sports. Plus, as always, I'll get you your giveaways and all the events for this week and the weekend. So let's get this Wednesday started. I gotta find my mouse here. All right, here we go. We help you move, whether you're moving across the street or across the country. Nicholas and his team of moving experts make the whole thing easy as moving can be. Veteran owned and a huge supporter of the Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com. They can pack you up. They can just move your stuff. They can just move an office space if you have that as well. Or maybe you're going into a storage space. That's what they did for me. They moved me from my townhouse to storage, from storage to the house we're in now. WeHelpYouMove.com will help you out. All right, let's find out what's happening with local news, weather, and sports. Bob Miller and Chris Michaels are here. Let's get them on. Well, happy hump day. It's Wednesday. How are you?
I'm raising the roof.
Happy. Look at me. I'm happy. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
I love that you have the drawing just to reinforce that.
Yes. And I will sign it, and it will go, up for grabs for somebody who wants to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for this.
Maybe I'll try to auction it to raise money for the shoes I'm trying to get donated.
Yes. But you only want new shoes, right?
Only want new shoes, yes.
Okay. Because my wife says I have to get rid of a pair of shoes that she walked in. So they're my work shoes, right? And the other day they got rained on really bad, and I was working in them. So I threw them in the garage, and she walked through the garage. She said, "There's a dead animal in the garage." And I said, "No, honey, those are my shoes."
Yeah, those need to go straight to the garbage. I wouldn't even suggest rescue mission or anything like that.
Yeah, I know. But it's very hard for me to throw things away anymore, But We were talking about this morning. So Amazon Prime, did you buy anything on Amazon Prime days?
No. I have
neither
not
have I.
bought anything on Prime Days, and I think maybe since the first year. When the first year happened, there were true deals.
Right.
And I cannot find anything on. Actually, I searched for shoes, and they had a bunch. 18% off, 22%. That is not a sale. That is not a sale.
I was sitting there, and I'm like, because you were talking about we help you move. And my philosophy is now, if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to ask, am I willing to take it if I were to move?
Ooh, that's
And
a
if
good
I'm-
question.
And if I'm not buying it.
Yep. Yeah, that's a very, very good question. You know, we have a lot of stuff, us Americans, and I look around sometimes and think, oh, good Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, my feet are like my mouth, very big. I wear a size 15 shoe, and it's very hard for me to find shoes. Now, I love deals. You know, you can find some great deals for shoes like Nike, you know, over at Ross and stuff like that, but they never have my size shoe, and it makes it nearly impossible to get shoes. So I literally I save mine for years and years because it's hard to find shoes for me. I'm
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, you are a Bigfoot. I think, you just fashion your own. I got some boxes that has some shoes. You just fashion them out for you. We'll put a
Well, maybe I
little
could
number in them.
maybe I
I
could
was-
just use the boxes instead of shoes. The boxes might be fine for my feet.
What I was going to say is what he spends in shoes because he can't get his size, he saves in the kids' T-shirts that he wears to make his muscles look bigger.
Yeah, that's right.
I wear
should be wearing
medium shirts.
a 3X and he buys a small. So that's all right. Where I'm the opposite. My wife always tells me that I buy clothes. I'm a person who likes my clothes big.
Yeah.
I just don't like. Nobody needs to see the form of this body. And she's like, that shirt doesn't fit you. And I'm like, yeah, it does. And she goes, no, it's way too big.
Yeah.
And then I'll put on a shirt that she goes, now that fits you nice. And I'm like, I do this. I'm like, yeah, no,
You
that's
feel
okay.
weird?
I
Yeah.
do. I don't like the clothes next to me.
Yeah, but Danny, look, let me tell you something. I surely regret it when it's like 100 degrees outside and I'm sweaty and I can't get that small shirt off because the sweat from my shirt is sticking to my skin and I got to get the Jaws of Life, or I use the kitchen utensils, which my wife hates, to scrape it off. So believe me, I suffer.
It reminds me of that scene on Friends with Ross with the leather pants trying to get him off. And
Yeah.
Did you remember that? That was funny. Very.
I
Yes,
can
all
promise
right.
you. I can promise you one thing, Danny. You will never see me in leather pants.
Okay.
That I can promise you.
Well, maybe I can do that for my next fundraiser.
Get
Raise
me-
enough money and Chris will wear leather pants.
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody wants to see that, Danny. I really don't.
If somebody, I have a pair that I'm selling, Chris. They are size 18 cleats. I might have a
Size-
size 17, 16 size cleats too. So just FYI.
There you go.
So you can just
There
wear
you go.
cleats.
There you go. Or just the boxes.
Everybody hear you
have.
walking down the street.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
No,
What's
speaking of
happening?
speaking of leather pants, we were talking about on today's show, we talk about important topics like badonkadonk-donks. Right, Bob?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, we were talking about, what was the story again, Bob, about
It's
TSA?
people with fairly large derrieres setting off the TSA alarms.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
the story is that people who have particularly big butts are setting off TSA alarms, and
How is that possible?
I'm not sure how that is possible, but apparently it is.
I
Well,
will
that
tell
makes me
you.
concerned about the type of equipment TSA is utilizing.
I will tell
Right.
you how it's possible, Danny, because there's little buttons on the TSA machines when you walk through, and when your butt is that big, it hits those little buttons when you walk through, and that's how the alarm goes off. You ever see it's a type? You ever see Yo MTV Raps? Remember,
Yeah, not
MTV
for
Raps?
a long time.
Well,
Yeah.
these are the type of young ladies that are walking through with big posteriors. And I
Well,
already
no,
said I
and
would.
not just ladies. I mean, look, it could be a fat guy too.
No, big butts and fat butts are two different things, Bob. We can debate that on the show tomorrow.
Okay.
But I would be happy to be, work with TSA to find out why that's happening. I'll dedicate my time.
You're
No problem.
volunteering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a nice person. What can I say?
Well, you got to do for the community. I like it.
Right. Though the TSA responded saying that they cannot verify the authenticity claims that are made on TikTok.
There you go.
Very good. Oh, Lord.
All right. So, your poor listeners, what they have to suffer through here.
Viewers.
So we'll viewers. We'll get to news right now. Actually, no terrible news today. The Maryland.
Great.
There you go. See, that's
He
2 days
sounds
in
like
a row.
he's sad about it. There's no terrible news today. Dag nabbit, we don't have any terrible news.
Well, I'm happy to report that there is no terrible news today. However, and this is a big topic that's going on, the Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project came up for discussion during the Frederick County Council's meeting on Tuesday. We've been talking about it. The nearly 70-mile-long power line would extend from northern Baltimore through Carroll County to southern Frederick County. During the public comment portion of this meeting, the council heard from Betsy McFarland from Adamstown. Now, she's opposed to the project and said it would negatively affect the county's scenic beauty. Also, in recent years, there's been a significant time and attention given to protecting the beautiful Sugarloaf region. And these proposed power lines are really contrary to the effort and undermine such important community planning processes, she said. Now, I'm really curious because I have not spoken yet to anybody that is actually for this. So if you're for it, I'd really love to know what your reasoning is for it. Because again, it's you're definitely the minority. Most people I talk to are 100% against it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. So why? What is why are they doing the project? Is it to deliver?
The amount of people moving up to the western part of Maryland in Frederick County, and they all want power. I mean,
Yeah.
that's But the problem is that they're all NIMBYs. They
Yes.
want it, but not in my backyard.
Right,
I get
right.
it. I understand them there, but you got to find a place. If those are probably the first people who are complaining when the power goes out. I can't get my power, and it's always
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, so this is just, they need more power lines to deliver the electricity power to different communities and regions.
Right. And they want bigger power lines. They want, those big behemoth ones that will go on
these
to
are
your
the huge metal,
Yes. Yes.
Eyesores.
That's what they're looking for.
Okay,
and
there's
really,
got to be a way. Somebody's got to be able to get creative and beautify. You know how they have the cell tower at FCC that looks like a tree? You
Right.
can't even tell it's there.
Yeah,
They need to-
I don't know how they can do that and be able to best word administer to them, in case somebody has to climb up that power pole or whatever, which is one of the most dangerous jobs in the country.
Yeah.
Those guys get paid. I knew a guy who climbed those poles. He got paid $175 an hour to do that. But one false move and he's a
Yeah.
crispy critter.
Yeah.
And there should be ways, and you got to find ways. I mean, I don't know where the transmission lines are now, and I guess I need to research that a little bit more, but find a place where it can go that will not affect people's property, will not
Right.
affect, because everybody's going to be like, what can happen if I live underneath of these power lines? And
Well, that's the other big thing, right? So tendency is property values decline and there is a potential health risk, right? There's always somebody who says that living near those power lines is not good for you. So that's the big problem, is that unfortunately we've grown too much, and now there's no place to put the power lines that's not going to affect a neighborhood or house or things like that.
I think the people who are moving into the area, obviously they're fine with it because, especially people that move from Montgomery County, maybe DC, where things like that, that's all you see. So you're used to it. It doesn't bother you. But for those who've lived in this area, like Bob's grew up here, you grew up here, those who lived in this area for as long as you have your whole life, you're not used to seeing that, and you want to keep the beauty of the farmland, of the mountains, and stuff like that. So I tend to go, in my opinion, more towards the people that's been here the whole life. I mean, if I've seen farms my whole life and the beautiful mountains, I don't want to see power lines around.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I really do. I agree. But you need the power. So unless somebody can come up with a way to bury or hide or somehow, make it so it's not there, it's going to have to be there. I mean,
right.
Yeah. It's not going to happen anytime soon. It's not like they're going to start digging dirt tomorrow and running lines. There's going to be a lot of meetings, EPA meetings, and other meetings, and people are going to have a lot of input. And then so if you are against this or if you're for it, then you need to make your voice heard to the people who are making the decisions.
Absolutely. All right, getting back to other news here. Transit Services of Frederick County is reporting ridership has increased by 20% in 1 year. Now, the agency says between July 2023 and June 24th, more than 843,000 passengers boarded transit buses to get to their destinations. That's a significant increase from 700,000 passengers reported in fiscal year 2023. It's exciting to see more people riding our buses, says Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater in a statement. Access to transportation is critical to a high quality of life, making it possible for people to get to work, health care, and food. I'm proud of the incredible outreach transit is doing to show residents how convenient it is to take the bus. Again, coming from Jessica Fitzwater. Now, to me, I think it's a mixture of gas prices being so high, and the fact that to buy a used car, it's a lot more expensive, or a new car, than it was years ago. And people right now can't afford it with inflation the way it is. And correct me if I'm wrong, is it transit still free to ride?
I was just going to say, transit
Okay.
is still free. So they kept that after the pandemic. And I think that's great. I think my problem with our transit is it is limited in the reach, right? So if you live anywhere kind of outside city limits, at all, you're not getting access and trying to get to certain places.
But Dani, as we've talked about, me and Bob talked about, you've talked about, growth is getting to the point where transit's not going to have a choice. I mean, just look at Thurmont, how much Thurmont's growing. In places like that, transit's not going to have a choice but to get out there. And my issue with the transportation is the fact that, forgetting transit for a second, is MARC train. Okay, you need to run the MARC train more often into DC, because you have a lot of commuters who go into DC to work, and I think that would hopefully help ease the issues we're having on the roads on 270 and 15. I think MARC train only runs twice out of Frederick, or maybe 3 times out of Frederick in the morning, and 2 or 3 times back into Frederick. And I just think we're in an area where you're going to have to increase that.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
All right, getting back to news. I know I said I had good news. This last bit of news is about a burning house, but the good news was the man was rescued. So there you go. It's all good news. One man was rescued from a burning house. Unfortunately, he was medevac to Bayview Burn Center with critical injuries following a house fire Tuesday night. But the point is, at least he is still alive, and that's the most important thing. I always say you can replace material things, but you can't replace your life.
That's true.
Our thoughts are with him. And taking a look at the weather. Mostly sunny skies this morning, followed by thunderstorms during the afternoon. Potential, keyword potential, for severe thunderstorms, high of 92. And we've been in such a drought where I live over in Carroll County. I saw dark skies yesterday. Felt some raindrops. I was telling my wife, I think we're finally going to get some rain, but that was it. Just a few raindrops and done. So we could definitely use, and real quickly too, also, I was telling you, I go and get spring water over the mountains over there off Yellow Springs, and you can tell when you're getting a drought because that water isn't coming out as fast as it normally does when we get that heavy rains.
Yeah.
Taking a look at tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, high of 88. Tomorrow night, a few clouds, low near 65.
Very nice.
Well, in sports, I won't take as long. because there's not a whole lot going on in sports. You had the Major League All-Star game yesterday in Arlington. That's a wrap. The American League beat the National League 5-3 to mark its 10th victory in 11 years. The National League snapped an epic 9-game skid last year. Looked like they might be able to put back-to-back victories together, but it did not happen. The junior circuit stormed back with 5 unanswered runs, highlighted by the 2-run double by the Yankees outfielder Juan Soto, who came around to score a tying run on a pinch hit single by Cleveland Guardians' David Fry. And to put the icing on it, Boston Red Sox outfielder Jarren Duran, who was named the MVP, hit the go-ahead home run. So, since 2000, the American League is 19-4-1 in All-Star games, and now 48-44-2 all-time against the National League. There were 23 pitches of at least 100 miles an hour or higher last night. That was the most in a single All-Star game since 2008. Now, the Frederick Keys, they had their first weekly honor of the 2024 season. Right-hander pitcher Christian Rodriguez was named to the Major League Baseball Draft League Pitcher of the Week following a complete game against the Mahoning Valley Scrappers Friday night at Nimio Field. Now, he was also, more good news, was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles on Monday. He pitched a complete game and set a draft league single-game record with 16 strikeouts. So it looks like maybe one of those few pitchers that the Orioles actually did draft is going to be a good one.
Yeah. Wow. Very good.
Bob,
Good
stop
for
with the
him.
good news. You're making me look bad here.
Brevity.
Well, you just had the not terrible news. I think that's what I'm going to call this segment, the not terrible news.
And let me say one more thing. If you do go to a Frederick Keys game, get a program, you know what you'll see in there? My beautiful face and Bob's beautiful face in that program. So,
Well,
by all
there you
means,
go.
keep it and frame it. There you go.
More reasons we want to purchase to support the Keys, but
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. All
And then
right,
just open it up,
gentlemen.
the rats run away.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by this morning, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, have a good one. All right. Want to thank them so much. WFMD's Morning News Express. All right. Let's talk about our giveaways. All right. Each week, we've got your 5 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. You got to text MDL. We have Tree Trekker's 3-hour adventure ticket. You got to text the word tree, and you get 4 tickets to any regular season game of the Frederick Keys. Just text Keys. You can enter 24 hours a day. You can text all of those if you like, and winners are selected on Fridays. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then it's off to the Urbana Carnival and Tree Trekkers, and you'll meet Ariel Jordan and Jenny from Civitan, and all of that is coming up just after this.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
The Crab Shop is open. Join Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County, Maryland for the 9th annual Blue Crabs and Blueprints celebration on Saturday, August 24th at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. This family-friendly day includes crabs from JB Seafood, food trucks, live music, and yard games. This fun-filled day supports Habitat's home repair and home build programs, making a difference year-round right here in Frederick County. Crabs must be pre-ordered by August 19th, so don't delay. Get your crabs now for this Maryland-style crab feed.
Okay, it's time to talk about what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company. They cook in small batches to ensure the food is the freshest it can be. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com. That's I-N, the number 1, the number 0, S-E, barbecue.com, and satisfy your meat tooth. And speaking of Intense Barbecue, I went to the Urbana Fireman's Carnival last night with Mama Cone and my husband Ashley, and I chatted with Rob, and it was, boy, was it hot out. Urbana Fireman's Carnival with Rob, Intense Barbecue, but today you're catering, Rob.
Yes, yes. We're working with the fire department all week. We're doing their pulled pork, their pit beef. We've got our barbecue parfaits.
Yes, one of my favorites. And I know I talk about this all the time with you. You did catering. You do all kinds of catering, not just your barbecue and stuff. I've had your delicious filet mignon, amazing. Cater weddings. You do all sorts of things other than the Intense Barbecue food truck stuff.
Yep.
So today, Ash, you want to see the beautiful beef?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things we do for the carnival every year is we do pit beef. It's top round, cut down, cooked to medium, nice and pink in the middle, sliced nice and thin. We have horseradish, we have onions, we have barbecue sauce, and you should really try it.
Yeah.
This is about the only time of year that we do it.
Yes, it is. Now, I was at Rosy Cheeks not too long ago and got a small jar of the shine sauce.
The shine sauce. How'd you like the shine sauce?
It was delicious.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's really cool, your little collab there.
Yep, they're great people. We like them
great.
a lot.
Yeah, they are great. All right, so Urbana Carnival all week long.
All week long through Saturday night. Food's ready around 5:45. The rides start about 6 o'clock. They go till 10:30 or so, just depending on the crowds.
Live music.
Live music every night, and we have fireworks on Thursday.
Oh, we love that so much. So you've been doing this for how long?
We've been doing the carnival since 2011.
Wow.
Yes.
And what got you guys involved here? Anything in particular? Just they needed somebody to do great food, and you said,
they asked us to, but when Robin and I were dating, we used to come up here and we'd see the guys back here cooking the beef, and I thought, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. So now I get to do it, and it is a lot of fun. We've met some great people, and it's a lot of work. It's hot. It's a long week, but it's awesome.
And it's a great cause, right?
It is.
It's supporting
really
the community here in Urbana, and we love that you do that. All right, we're going to get some delicious food. We're going to show you what we're going to get today. I am definitely getting a parfait because it's one of my favorites, and I'm sure Ash is going to go for the pit beef.
Yep.
And we'll see what Mama Cone decides to get. But Urbana Carnival all week, right next to the elementary school. Come on out, support the fire department.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Yes, because they support us. Awesome.
Thank you.
I want to thank Rob and Urbana Fireman's Carnival going on all week through Saturday. So that is one of the things that is happening in Frederick. And let's pull up our calendar here and we will find out what else you can do this week. Lots of great events. I, again, spent last evening adding a few in to our calendar, which you can find at promocircus.com. You can also find the podcast if you want. And so when you pull up the calendar as it loads here, thank you, Google, you can see each day there are, even on Sundays, you have 12 more on each of these Sundays, and on today, 27 more than you're seeing there. So clicking that agenda tab is going to help you see everything lined up easily for you to plan. So if you have people coming in from out of town anytime, I've got events through the end of the year so far. I've added in all the information about the Frederick Fair. We've got In the Streets, so all the big events are in, and many of the smaller events. Again, you can check it out, and if you click on this, you'll see there's more information where you can find what's going on. Like Family Story Time at Carroll Creek Amphitheater. Had no idea this was going on. That is today, 10:15 to 10:45. The Carroll Creek Amphitheater is where Alive at 5 happens, right on Carroll Creek. You can check that out. Very cool. I didn't even know some of this was happening. Regal Summer Movie Express, also today, dollar movies at 11 a.m., Tuesdays and Wednesdays, all summer long. There is Fun Under the Sun with Mermaid Eureka. I think this is the library in Urbana. I think that's where that is. 10th Ward's 8-year anniversary. This is one of the ones I added yesterday. I didn't even know this was happening. So they're celebrating all week. I can't believe they're 8 years old. That's just unbelievable. But tonight, 6:30 to 9 is the first. Let's see, they have crazy karaoke this evening. I don't know what makes it crazy, if they don't show you the words, or maybe put the words of one song up and the tune of another. I don't know. But anyway, you can head to 10th Ward, which is located at 55 East Patrick Street. And I've got also the rest of their specials going on this week. A lot of the story times and things you see here are with the Frederick County Public Libraries. They've got so much great programming, and you should check that out. If you've never been to any of the libraries for their programming, I'm telling you, I said yesterday, I hope they didn't have this when my kids were young, because I'd really feel bad that we never took advantage of it. Tomorrow, of course, Alive at 5, and tomorrow's band is Ryan Watkins. Jazz is going to hit the creek tomorrow, which should be very nice. Rosy Cheeks has their open mic night tomorrow night, 6 to 9 p.m. I hope that's going pretty well. I haven't been over there yet for that one. Friday, we've got the Living History program in Emmitsburg. Living History, where it has people dressed in period costume. You can step back in time to 1818. Oh my. That, maybe we should take all of our kids there and drop them off. Maybe they appreciate what we've got today. And actually, probably not just kids. Everyone. All right, let's see. And you can go on a ghost tour on Friday night as well. On Saturday, all you can pick sunflower event. Valley View Farm in Middletown, Saturday and Sunday of this weekend. It's $10. All you can pick, cash only, no pets, and firm on the hours, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Apparently, they've had some issues. I've never been, and I'm definitely going to go. Mama Cone and I are going to check out the sunflower event, all you can pick, this weekend. Let's see what else. The Tomato Festival is happening at Moon Valley Farm on Saturday as well, from 10 to 4. The Summer Reggae Wine and Music Festival at Linganore Wineries. This is a very, very popular event. They may even be sold out. I think they used to sell out all the time, but that has vendors and live music and all of that. Oh my gosh, look at all the events for Saturday. Goodness gracious. There is definitely something for everybody on Saturday. They have South Mountain Creamery. This is the Ice Cream Sundae Challenge. WFRE will be out at South Mountain. This is at the farm from 12 to 2. Also, I forgot, I think they have a big event on Friday. Wait a minute. Yes. Friday, July 19th, this Friday, Touch a Truck, 3 to 7 p.m. It's a free event, and they're going to have a ton of different trucks, including military vehicles, emergency vehicles, tractors, etc. So if your kids love trucks and big vehicles like that, you're going to want to check that out. That is Friday coming up this week. And then let's see, Saturday you can see a musical at New Spire Art Stages. You can check that out as well. Then Sunday, as I said, the all you can pick sunflower event continues. How about Pups and Poses? You can go to Vanish Brewery in Leesburg and do some yoga with puppies. Oh my gosh. I mean, again, I would be doing no yoga and just playing with the puppies. But if you want to do that, you can do that at 9:45 at Vanish in Leesburg this Sunday. And, of course, the summer concert series is happening at Baker Park. I have a very funny story to share with you. I interviewed Zach and Courtney Davis from, they have an MMA, I'm blanking on the name of their MMA place. Anyway, their first date, they happened upon one of the outdoor concerts, and Courtney's description of that is very, very funny. Very funny. It is an idyllic town, though, that we live in, sometimes like a Hallmark movie. That is really the gist of that conversation. So, yeah, I can't wait to put them on. They're gonna be coming up soon. All right, and then coming back again on Monday. If you haven't registered, you can still register for the basketball camp hosted by the Flying Cows at Monocacy Middle School. That is from 9 to 3. Also, it is Children's Banking Week coming up next week, and all ACNB banks are having some events as well. They've got some coloring sheets and crowns and financial worksheets, and you can grab a piggy bank. So you can do that all week coming up next week. All right, that gives you kind of the rundown of things going on immediately. However, I do want you to mark your calendars for the following. July 31st, 4:30, you want to go to Frederick Social, because the producers and actors from Boomtown, the movie about Frederick, they will be there on that day, the 31st, and having a little soiree, because Frederick Social will be donating a percentage of all sales all of July. So if you've been to Frederick Social so far this month, a portion of your purchases will go to Boomtown and come out on the 31st. If you'd like to chat with some of the producers or actors or people involved with that project, they will be there at Frederick Social. August 1st, the Distillery Dash. That is Charm City Run is putting that on. We're going to meet Kristen. She's on, I'm looking at my schedule here. She's on Monday, this coming Monday, so she'll talk all about it. But August 1st, they're doing the Distillery Dash, just $10 for a 2-mile run or walk through Mount Olivet, and all the money benefits the historic preservation of Mount Olivet. Then August 10th, Boomtown is looking for actors, singers, and extras from the African American community to be at the Asbury United Methodist Church from 10 to 2 to participate in being in that movie. I think they're recreating, a scene from the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. But you can find out more information on our calendar. There will be a link when you look up August 10th. And then August 17th is Climbing for a Cause at Tree Trekkers to benefit the American Cancer Society. And while I'm talking about it, we might as well go ahead and run the quick chat I had with Ashley from Tree Trekkers about this very event. Trekkers, I am with Ashley. Cover girl, Ashley. Great job with sass.
Thank you.
Look, we are here, though, to talk about Climbing for a Cause.
Yes.
We've been talking about it a little bit on the show. August 17th, open to close, basically, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. But a lot of fun stuff happens on the day.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how Climbing for a Cause has morphed a little bit into this full-day adventure.
Yes, so it's a full-on fundraising festival now.
Yeah, I love it.
So we've got several food trucks coming. So we have traditional, authentic Mexican cuisines coming. We've got grilled cheese please. We have still smoking barbecue. And we also have Snow Blast coming. So we do have those as food options. And then if you want to drink, we actually have drinks on the property. McClintock Distillery is going to be here. And we also have Rack Brewing, which is perfect because if you didn't know, Rack stands for Random Acts of Kindness. So perfect for them to come to our fundraiser. We also have axe throwing, so you're going to be able to do axe throwing.
What?
And we have, so we have a company coming in that does axe throwing.
Love it.
So a portion of those proceeds, if you pay to do the axe throwing, will go to Relay for Life. And then we've got cornhole tournament. So it's $20 for a team of 2. That starts at 2 p.m. And then that's going to go directly to Relay for Life. A portion of all of our climbing tickets that we sell that day will also go. And then we will have a $5 spectator admission fee this day. It's the only time we do admission fees. That $5 goes directly to Relay for Life.
Yes.
And then we are going to have DJ Genius with Benefactor Events here.
Very
so Gerard,
nice.
if you know him, he's going to be here with some sweet music. And then we've got raffle prizes. So our raffle tickets are only $1. If you can't join us August 17th, you can actually purchase those online. And you have a chance to win 4 different prizes. So you get the ultimate Newmarket family adventure with us. So it's 4 tickets to climb, 4 t-shirts, water bottles, and then a $25 gift card to Prospect Pantry.
Wow.
And then second prize, I think, I might be listing them in different orders, is going to be a night out at the movies with Warehouse Cinemas, and then $25 to Texas Roadhouse. And then we have night out in Frederick. We have tickets to the Frederick Keys. And then we also have 4 Alive at 5 tickets that come with that. And then we have Adventure Park USA $50 Fun Pass, 2 laser tag passes, and I'm trying to think, there might be something else with that package as well.
Yeah, tons,
to look it up.
though. So look, I mean, it's really not about the prize, right? It's about supporting Relay for Life. If you win the prize, amazing, but $1 a ticket is a very inexpensive way. And again, if you can't be here, buy them online. They'll let you know if you're a winner. But $5 to come out, have some fun, maybe jump in the cornhole tournament, throw some axes, sit back in the trees and have some McClintock. I hope they bring their canned cocktails.
I think they are.
Do. Yeah,
yes, they do have the canned cocktails.
Yeah,
and we'll have, hopefully we're going to have some local vendors and local artists so you can actually shop. You can drink and shop.
Yeah.
You can climb. You can't drink and climb, but you can drink after you climb.
Yeah. You climb first, then drink.
Yeah.
Trust me. You want complete focus up there.
You can drink in cornhole, but you can't drink and climb.
That's right. And look, if you're a local business and you want to support by being a vendor and you want to come out and a nominal fee, like to be here?
So we actually do our vendor fees for free if you are a local small business. We will accept corporate sponsors. I will negotiate with you, but if you wanted to be a corporate sponsor, we would ask $100 for you to be on site that day. But for our local small businesses, our vendors, it's always free. We just ask that you pay that $5 admission ticket.
Wow, you can't beat that. Come on out, because if you're here as a small business and you can help promote and bring more people here, that's what it's all about. Relay for Life of Frederick County is the beneficiary of this. My friend Ashley here is a survivor. So it is all for an amazing cause, and to keep people like Ashley around, because we love her. And without American Cancer Society, really, a lot of the things that we have today wouldn't be here. That's where your money is going. It stays right here locally. And it's going to be a great day. August 17th. Mark your calendar. Go get your tickets now and make sure you can secure your time slot. Get your tickets as early as possible, and you can hang out with us for the rest of the day. I'm going to be here on the day as well to hang out and support. I want to see you here as well. August 17th, Climbing for a Cause at Tree Trekkers. TreeTrekkersMD.com. All right. Hopefully you guys will be out there for that. It's going to be a great, great day. All right, quick break. Then we're going to be back with Ariel Jordan and Jenny from Civitan coming up right after this.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
The Crab Shop is open. Join Habitat for Humanity of Frederick County, Maryland for the 9th annual Blue Crabs and Blueprints celebration on Saturday, August 24th at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. This family-friendly day includes crabs from JB Seafood, food trucks, live music, and yard games. This fun-filled day supports Habitat's home repair and home build programs, making a difference year-round right here in Frederick County. Crabs must be pre-ordered by August 19th, so don't delay. Get your crabs now for this Maryland-style crab feed.
A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and it's right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, and they can take care of your windows and gutters as well, and even if you need a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Sandra is fantastic. She runs that organization, and she would love to help you with any of your needs. She's offering Good Morning Frederick viewers $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or you can get $50 off any roof repairs. Give her a call or send an email and let her know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. A&S Construction. I want to thank Sandra so much for that. All right, let's talk about doing good in our neighborhood. All right, Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Ori Custom Florals. Whether you're looking for a single flower order or flowers for an entire event, maybe it's something classic or unique, you can rely on Ori to create florals reflecting your individual needs and style. How about a monthly floral subscription for you or as a gift? Oh my gosh, that's the gift that keeps on giving. Get the details at oricustomflorals.com. All right, Jenny Bird Rogers has been with Civitan for years, and she's excited to help launch a new initiative in Frederick where kids can volunteer with their parents. I'd like to introduce you to Jenny. Home of everything Frederick with an old, new reacquaintance friend. Jenny, I've known you for a long time, and I met you through Civitan, through a mutual friend.
Yes.
And I'm so excited to see that things are not only still rolling along with Civitan, but kind of morphing a little bit.
Yes,
So
changing.
let's tell everybody about kind of this new opportunity for families here in Frederick.
I'm a Frederick Civitan. I've been a Civitan over 20 years. We are a nonprofit full of fun people who volunteer first. We can help anywhere in the community as volunteers. We're the helping hands of our community with an emphasis on helping individuals with disabilities. So that is our adult club here in Frederick, and we're asking the Frederick community, where is there a need and where can kids volunteer in our community? And Civitan has created a new platform where it's a family-based Civitan Club, a family-based service club where the kids and the parents get to create projects, find speakers, do fundraisers, all in the name of volunteering, but also in our community. And what I love about it is the kids, if they'd like, can create the project, the volunteer projects.
Yeah, so I know on Everything Frederick and More, I mean, at least once a month, somebody's saying, hey, where can my 10-year-old volunteer? Where can my 12-year-old volunteer, or whatever? And there aren't a lot of places for them to go and to be a part of this club, this Frederick Families Club, Civitan Club, where not only are they involved, but they could literally run this program based on their interests or what they come to learn. So think of it kind of, I mean, it reminds me of this little mini Rotary, right? So the speakers come in, tell you about the projects that they're working on, and kids can say, yeah, let's do something to benefit that project.
Yep, and create their own projects. And the parents also, so the club is run by parents and kids, and this will be the second or the third in the world. The first one was created out in Martinsburg, West Virginia. There's another club in Ohio who's thinking about it. So what we need to get a club chartered, which means get off the ground, get all the backing from our international
real stuff going, the paperwork, your bylaws, all the good stuff.
Get all that taken care of. We do need 15 families to start, and then per family, whoever lives in your household, it can be a couple of generations, whatever your household looks like, it's $15 per month.
So whether you have 2 people or 8 people living at your home in your residence, it's just $15 a month, and you can be on the ground of this brand new service organization, which is so exciting. And if Martinsburg can do it, people, we can do it here easily. I know, because there are going to be a lot of families I know will be interested in this. So if they're interested, how can they reach out to you to let you know?
Sure. So we are going to have open houses. We have the community room at Seabury Arts Library. So come on in. We'll have fun activities for the kids, lots of literature to learn all about Civitan on the 31st, July 31st, 5 to 7.
I do think it's so important for not only the younger generation to be involved, but as a family, the core, to be able to involve mom and dad and maybe even grandma who may live in your house, to involve all of the generations in giving back. You and I both know, like, there is nothing better than exposing kids to the kindness and generosity that comes from that. What you get back is tenfold of what you put out, and how many other people you're going to be able to impact and help in this community is phenomenal.
I agree, and it's so inspiring to sit back and watch the kids of all ages see what their passions are, where they think volunteers are needed in their community. And in Civitan, whether it's an adult club or a kid club or in high school level club or a young professional club, there's a pipeline. Like if we get a family club started, that's starting young, going all the way up through middle and high school to young adults to adult clubs. You just see them grow and take pride in their projects that they've done. And I always say, as a Civitan, you can do as little or as much as you want. So don't think there's going to be pressure that you have to show up at each activity. In our adult club, there's one man who loves to do the scholarships. So we see him once a year, and maybe he'll send something to us by Amazon, but you don't have to do
it's
things.
Not a huge commitment.
Correct.
It is, you want to give as much as you can, and you feel, and I mean in time and your efforts and things like that. But I will say, the more involved you are, the more you're going to get out of the organization as well. But be an example for your kids and your family to show, because I know a lot of you are out there always volunteering by yourself. Include dad and the kids, or an aunt, or whatever that is.
Whatever that looks like.
$15 a month, that's nothing. And, you may need to give up your coffee, not even a couple days, probably 1 day or 2 days at most, right? In order to show your kids the benefit of volunteering and giving back. That's wonderful.
Yes. If you'd like to learn more about Civitan, just check out civitan.org. That's our parent or our international organization, nonprofit, because you can go down many different paths. There's fundraising, there's volunteer opportunities, but we also have an amazing research center in Birmingham, Alabama, where some of your dues, those $15, some of those dues do go back to the research center. Sometimes we'll do a big fundraiser and the money goes to the research center. So it's an amazing resource is that civitan.org to find out more information.
Yeah, so like many national or international nonprofits, the Frederick chapter is what you've been a part of for over 20 years, and that this Frederick Families Club will be branched off of or part of, umbrella. Very cool. You guys do a lot of, you do one particular fundraiser that it comes and goes so quick, and if you're not a part of it, you probably don't even know it happens. But Market Street Masters is still going.
It is. We're going into our 16th year.
That's unbelievable. And it's very difficult now to play Market Street Masters if you're not a sponsor. So
it's hard to get a spot unless you're a sponsor. So we will tell you guys more about that.
That's coming.
It's always always President's Day weekend in February.
Yes. So keep your ears open, because once I secure my sponsorship, I'll allow you guys to jump in so I don't miss out. Exactly. It's a lot of fun though, but it is a huge fundraiser for Civitan. It really fuels you guys to be able to
give back. And our club, along with once the Friends and or Family Club gets up and going, there's also grant opportunities. So whether it's on a local level, a regional level, or an international level, once we get up and going and see where our passion is, we can write some grants also. So we not only are you guys giving back as a club, we can give back to other organizations.
Yeah, and that, that'll be pretty good once the club gets established and it's kind of, you kind of figure out the path of what you want to do, to be able to even have a bigger impact with that incoming grant money would be exciting to watch. So, well, we're looking forward to watching you guys do some phenomenal things. 15 families are needed in order to get this established. So, we're going to put up the dates again of the open houses, and if for some reason you can't attend them, I'm going to put the details of the Frederick Club up so that you can reach out, because if we can get this established, I know you guys are going to do some awesome, awesome things, and I can't wait to see what you come up with to support the Civitan. So it'll be great.
Thank you, Frederick. We're looking forward to your feedback and what the community needs.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to hear a lot more from Miss Jenny, because she's going to be doing some great things coming up here very shortly that we're going to want to share with you as well. So this is not the last time that you will be here, my friend. But right now it's important to get this Frederick Family Club going. So 15 families. Talk to your neighbors. You got one neighborhood could get this going for sure. But yeah, we'd love to see what you guys come up with. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me today.
All right, 15 families is all that is needed to get the Civitan Family Club going. I know you guys can put one together. I think it would be very cool. And trust me, once you do, I will feature you guys on Good Morning Frederick and have you on as often as you want to talk about the projects that you've decided to work on. All right, now we've got to talk about People of Frederick. People of Frederick is sponsored by the Healing Storm. Shannon and her team strive to create an environment where you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative holistic healing methods to relieve stress and pain, like massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and even a healing journey program. Go to thehealingstorm.com to book an appointment. The Healing Storm, a place to unwind and recharge. Our Ariel Jordan is a trauma counselor who helps individuals and businesses learn tools to make their lives and workplaces a calmer environment. She's written 3 books, and I'm so excited to meet her. I love meeting new people, and she is one. Let me just see. Oh, gosh, I didn't pull up her thing. Hang on a second. All right. In my haste to get ready today, let me just pull up Ariel Jordan. Here we go. Let's get her on. I say that the best thing about having this show is meeting new people that I haven't met before. And, you know, it's happened way more frequently than I probably would have even said at the very beginning of this journey. But I'm very excited to have had someone refer me to Ariel Jordan. How are you today?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm wonderful. And I really appreciate you following up and reaching out, because I do believe what you do is, very, very needed by not only much of the community, but certainly corporations and larger audiences. Backing up a little bit, and I know we're going to focus on kind of one arm of what you do. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what and how you got to Frederick?
So I got to Frederick because Frederick is one of the more affordable places to live. When I was working at Walter Reed, so I used to drive back and forth to Walter Reed and Bethesda, and I needed a place to stay where I had space and it was affordable. So that's really what brought me to Frederick.
You poor thing. I don't know how you survived that commute, but yes, I can understand. There are quite a number of people who live up this way that commute that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a rough commute, actually, but I'm really glad I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure you are. So you moved up here. Well, first of all, you're a veteran, and we thank you so much for your service, and I mean that sincerely. And so you also are a counselor, mental health counselor. So you work in the mental health field, but you really focus on right now the kind of corporate side of things, where you're helping people kind of diffuse situations or handle stressful situations coming up. Talk a little bit about what you can do to help a local company.
Yes. So outside of private practice, I equip leaders with tools and strategies that they need to enhance mental wellness and build resilience with their teams. So a couple of the things that I would focus on, or that I have focused on in the past: cultural competence, mindfulness, interpersonal relationship skills, distress tolerance, emotional regulation, and just really promoting mental health and resilience in the workplace.
We know how important it is to not ignore things that may be going on, not only in a workplace, certainly, but sometimes in a workplace. It just in the news, an employee for MVA that was threatening and doing that, that sort of behavior, which can be frightening for employees. So certainly when you have people at the top focused on making sure things are implemented to either handle those situations and diffuse them as they're happening, or preventing them from happening in the first place, I think that those tools would come in handy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm big on the prevention part.
Yes. And probably so are most coworkers, for sure. You have had quite a journey yourself to get where you are. You just told me before we went that you finished your doctorate and you're just waiting for the final kind of handover. That's quite a journey in education, for sure. And I'm assuming this was done after your service.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. You're very focused.
Yeah, a little bit during and then a little bit after. So it has been a journey.
Yes, I can imagine. What has been for you, maybe over the years of doing this, has been the biggest challenge for you?
So truly, the first thing that came to mind is losing my daughter. I lost her in 2014. And 3 months later, my dad died, and I had just received my associate's degree. So while my daughter, so she had a terminal illness, and I'm very comfortable talking about it now because I've done some healing work. But
Sure.
with that terminal illness, there were times where she would be like in a medical coma and things like that. So I would be in the back of the room with my laptop, still trucking along. And so I would say that was the biggest hurdle. And then once I got through that and I took my period off where I needed to get it back together and figure life out again, after that is when I became unstoppable, because if I can get through that, I know I can get through anything.
Well, that's how life serves things up, isn't it? Like when they say, you know, God doesn't give you things you can't handle, and it might test you, push you to the edge, but once you do come through it, it can be freeing, right? You've been through what is the worst, and again, we're so sorry about the loss of a child. I can't even fathom, so I have no idea. And then your father too. That's just the double whammy right there. So yeah, we can understand where you pull your strength, and I'm sure they're both pushing you along and cheering you on to your success. So that's understandably a huge challenge to overcome. What so far on the flip side, talking good stuff, has been the biggest, you know, where you felt like, you know, what I am doing is having an impact and giving back to me, right? Like I'm giving of myself to others, but I know that it's coming back. Have you had a moment like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think I've had several moments like that. Becoming a trauma therapist has been so rewarding because people come to me with their deep, dark stories, and I'm able to sit with them so that they're not alone, but also help them along the journey. So even though they're in the driver's seat, they have a passenger with them. And then beyond that, expanding into speaking engagements, I can help more people than just one-on-one. I can help a whole room full of people with building skills and resilience. And so that's where I've taken it, and also writing books as well, because somebody might not go to therapy, but they might go to a workshop or they might pick up a book to read.
Yeah. Look, I think that once you realize that what you've gone through is, unfortunately, you know, we're very self-centered people, but it's shared by millions of people. And to know that you have the skill set to help people, you know, kind of move through that process at whatever pace is comfortable for them has got to be rewarding. It's, I know, a long process, and to know again that you're with people who have shared their darkest things with you or their most difficult times is, yes, I can certainly see where that is very helpful. And now taking it to a larger audience, again, you're right. Like there are people who can't do the one-on-one, or for whatever reason, you know, won't think of that. But the fact that you have the capability of helping them through a book that you've written or a class that you're putting on, I think is great.
I am going to do a lunch and learn for Frederick Chamber of Commerce in August and September.
Oh, nice. Oh, I have no idea. No idea what's going on here. What happened to the rest of that video? Okay, I will fix that up. Poor Ariel, I apologize. I am going to figure out what's happening there. I apologize. Oh, it's one of those days, I guess. See? Again, add it to the blooper reel. All right, coming up on tomorrow's show, let's see who we have here. Tomorrow is Thursday. We've got Drew and his dad from the Salty Seahorse. If you're looking to head to Corolla, North Carolina, they've got a rental for you. And the Warrior Canine Connection. That is tomorrow's show. Please like, follow, subscribe, comment if you're watching this video at any point. And that helps us increase our reach. And we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers by September. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. And tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick, will you? All right. Have a great day. And let's get out there and be great, Frederick.
From downtown